Hello everyone, I am Avnish Ranjan from SRM College of Science and Technology. I'm here to present a project about dark pattern detection based on some like how the dark patterns are affecting us. So for that, let's get over what are first the thing is what is the dark pattern. So dark pattern is a thing where the techniques where the social medias and some commercial websites are using to increasing their promotional things and some hidden contents. Okay, so for that let's suppose that we are using some commercial or some any other websites to buy something. So they are just generating some ads or some new deals in between them to change our mind and buy some more things. So basically that are the dark patterns, and here we use to detect the dark pattern using our model. So let's go and check how it is working. Okay, so for that I'm going to share my code first. So I have activated my environment, and now I'm going to VS Code to check it. So here in the VS Code, I have opened the model. There are three types of three things. First is model training, and then API creation, and then app detection for the development part. So for that, let's go and open the terminal, and for using, we have to run our API. So we'll change our directory to API, and we'll run the Python app.py. That is basically a Flask application. So you can see here the model is running now. Let's go and check how it is working. For that, we'll go and open our Chrome extension. So we have open our Chrome, and we're going to open our extension folder, and let's go and check here. So now here we have when if you will use it, any known unknown person will use it. Their development mode will be off. So let's turn off the development mode, and now we have to low. You have to select the load unpacker thing, and here you have to select our app folder and select that folder to generate this extension. Now you can see there is an extension which is loaded here. Now let's go to any other website such as Amazon. Let's example Amazon. I'm going there, and let's suppose I have to buy a shirt for me. So I'm going to search for a shirt. Okay, so now let's see there are many shirts and some products are coming, such as see there is written the deal of the day. So it means that it is giving me some offer that I have to buy this shirt other than this all the things, because this shirt is having the offers of something deal of the day and all. So that is basically the dark pattern where you can see this some things are there, such that a free delivery over 499 fulfilled by Amazon. So that is basically a dark pattern. So let us detect these things by using our tool. So here you will go in extension, and you have to activate this extraction by analyzing the side button. So you have to click this one. So here you can see that there are 330 dark patterns available. We have detected for our with our model. So let's see that there are only 2x stock available. So this is basically the dark patterns. As you can see, it is shadowing with the yellow shadow. Now after all visiting these all things, we can go and check how this model is working. For that, I'm again going to VS Code and checking how it is working. Let's go. So here you can see that all the dark patterns and non-dark are classified in this our terminal. Now we have to let's close this and go to our model training model. So basically we have implemented our dark pattern as the machine learning using the machine learning classification model, such as we have used Nev bias algorithm basically behind it. Let's go and check how it is working. So in the machine performing a machine learning model, we have to follow some of the basic steps, such as collection of the data, then after pre-processing of the data, then after feature engineering, and then after model prediction. So for first step, we are using some websites to get the data as a CSV file, such as Kaggle, and many other websites are there to open source websites where you can collect the data of any projects as related to machine learning or deep learning. So I'm collecting the data from the as a CSV file. As you can see, here is a dark pattern.csv and normie.csv. I'm collecting those data together. Now I'll go to how the model is working. Let's go over it. So first we have collected the data, and for pre-processing of data, we have used some of the pre-processing data, as the we know that the models does not understand the strings or any other thing. So we have to convert all the string fundamentals or string data to the numerical data. So for that we are using here as count vectorizer and t feed transformer. Count vectorizer is basically changing the data to the 2D matrix, as all the things are written in a string format, so we are changing into 2D matrix. And T file transformer is basically collecting all the data to a Sparks matrix, where the all the counts are very stored counts are basically changing to numbers. How many time the word is basically coming in that data. So for that, now let's get to hope over it. We have the just here we have done some pre-processing of the data, and we have concatenated a data set our as a data frame df. Now we have using here test, train, and split of the data. And now we have performed some model selection. For model selection of the data, we have to perform all the classification model here. And we have selected some of the models such as naive Bayes, Bernoulli naive Bayes, multinomial naive Bayes, random forests SBM, and tree decision tree SGD classifier, logistic regression. So all of them are stored in a classifiers. You can see here. Now basically naive Bayes is depending upon the Bayes theorem, and where the probability of coming of that thing that is basically is a model behind our naive Bayes machine learning model. Now we have stored all the accuracy and confusion matrix there to to check which model is predicted. Here basically I can when we are training our model, some models perform very good. We can use some advanced models also, such as ada boost, XGBoost, and some other classifiers also. So let's go and check how the model is working. For that, we have first determine dot category. In this file we are determining that is a dark pattern or not. So we are like in the presence.py, determine presence.py. Here we are checking that is the dark pattern is present or not. For that, we are using some for scalar library to train our models, and then some confusion matrix to show the data, that how much accurate and how much accuracy and accuracy and some other data which are useful for the useful to determine our machine learning models and how it is performing, such as precision and recalls. And here is a job lib library, as you consider, to collect the model from our code. Okay, so for that we perform the same steps here with using our model. We have selected the naive Bayes Bernoulli model. Basically it changed the matrix to the Sparks matrix, and there it is predicting that it is the dark pattern, yes or not. Okay, one means yes and zero means no. So now here the predicted model is basically sent to the accuracy, and we have checked the accuracy, and we have dumped that model to as name as presence classifier dot job lib, and dump count vector as presence vectorizer dot lib. Basically this vectorizer is storing the vector size of that vectors of that zeros and one as a Sparks matrix here created using the NebBayes algorithm. Okay, now from all this we have just created four joblib files, as you can see here: categorical classifier joblib, categorical vectorizers joblib, and presence classifier joblib, and presence vectorizer joblib. So basically all these pickles files, basically we are calling it, which are sent to our API as a flash model. And now after in the flash model, we had just collecting all the data from the scrapping side. We have used scrapping the data from the website to check it is there, and we are just testing it that we are taking the data from our this all three four pickle files which we have created in our training model, and we have using this all pickle files to predict that this is a dark pattern or this is not a dark pattern. So for that, now web development part is coming, so my friend will explain this.
Hello everyone, my name is Animesha. I am from SRM Institute of Science and Technology. I am here to explain the front end part of this. Uh, Here is our main HTML file, which is name popup. We have defined two division model header and model content. Model header just contain our logo, which is Team Buddha, which is named after a team. Model container will give out us the number of the dark patterns there, and we have also given the users what are dark patterns. So we are directing them to our dark pattern dot org link. Okay. Then when we go to CSS site, this popup.css define are the styles for the pop-up menu. The inside.css it contains the style sheet, which help us to style the contents when it is dark, label dark, it will go like highlighted yellow. Then when we go to the JavaScript side, this pop-up.js file help us to get the pop-up when we click on the extension button on the Chrome. This content.js file, it scrapes the web. The web scraping is a technique to collect all the HTML element in our web page. It will scrape through all our web page. Common.js, it will do the main part. It will bifurcate the element on basis of two things: block element and ignore element. Block element will contain the element which contains the data, which contains the element information, and the ignore element will just like script style, break lines, which are of no use in dark matters. Block segment will then it will bifurcate the parent child parent and child. It will give them a number. Then this manifest.json will connect the our front end to our back end file. That Then we go to the app, our API folder. It contains the we are using the post method, which takes all the data which we have scraped through the web. Then using that get JSON file, we take the tokens. Then here it is using our pickle files predict whether it is a dark matter or not. Then after detecting if it's dark or not dark, it is sending to another JSON file to using JSON file. Hence, I would like to conclude, like here our machine learning part is using various algorithm. We track whether it's a dark matter or not, and our front end part, the app folder, which we have given the pop up menu. Then the Flask which we have used to bind our front end and back end. Thank you. एडिटिंग तो आप पीपीटी को एडिट करना होगा।
अरे तो इसको स्टॉप तो कर।
अरे वो तो बाद में तो कट कर लेना 2 मिनट लगता है।
बहुत कट करना पड़ता है।